everybody, this is Catherine St-Pierre at Physikinaction. We are October 13th, so the day after Thanksgiving. So I'm all turkeyed out. Really? It's a little scary. Actually, we're here to take our measurements calendar-wise, since transfer is 6 months, which is getting there. We're getting there. If we are looking at date-wise, we are now 29 weeks tomorrow, so one more week and we only have 10 to go. Woot woot! Yes, we're looking forward to it. Daddy's counting down. He sends me a text. He says, well, last night we were at 79, I guess, or whatever, so 78 today, 79, something like that. Anyways, if I have anything to do with it, it'll be 10 days earlier. If she has anything to do with it, it could be like 5 days later, I guess. So we're going to do our measurements. It's been going on like it's been going on through the whole pregnancy. The only thing that I'm still enjoying is that I still have arms that are not too completely fat. I still got a tricep. I still have striation in my pec and in my shoulder. And I still see ribs and abs. No more six pack. So let's do the measurements so you have an idea where we're at. When I went to the doctor's, he weighed me in at 172. That was 2 weeks ago. So we'll see if that matches here. A little scary. Are you ready? Okay. Oh. Yeah. What you want? Okay. All right, I'm trying not to get the glare here. Come on, write it. 173. And it says 22% body fat. I checked it the other day. Scary. So you want to see what scary looks like? Okay, I'm going to write this down before I forget. So last month I was 178. So again, 4 pounds in 4 weeks. So we're following the tendency. This pregnancy is looking a lot like the same pregnancy I had with William 13 and a bit years ago. I started off lean because I was training to do fitness competitions. This was I started school in 2001, my university, so it was in 2000 to 2001 that I was really in great shape and went for my degree and got pregnant in the first semester. How to complicate life? Ask Kat. But, you know, if you can do it complicated, you can do pretty much anything, right? So that's my optic on life. If you can do it hard, you can do it easy, obviously. Yeah, so I was at maybe 16-17% body fat, 145 pounds, and I put on 44 pounds for the pregnancy. It took me about a year and a half to compete. He was almost 2 years old when I competed and came in second. So obviously, and then I was in a master's class at that point. So I was like, I only had older women with me at that point. Now in the master's, I'm the old lady. Oh well, that's the way it goes, right? Yeah. So far it's looking like the same type pregnancy. I wasn't sick. I wasn't throwing up in this pregnancy. I wasn't with William. The other two, I was throwing up all the time. And I only put on 25 pounds. Although I was 20 years old. You gotta take and leave stuff, right? And with William, I had a lot of heartburn. With this one, I have a lot of heartburn. But she moves a lot less than William did. William moved a lot. I was a little bit more active with William because I didn't have a choice. In my degree, we had karate, volleyball, swimming, judo, which I think judo was in my first trimester, and I believe I was doing swimming in my second trimester. And right after that, I gave birth. We finished school 5 weeks before I gave birth, and I started school 5 weeks when William was 5 weeks old. So it was very similar, except I was a little bit more moving and going, but I was studying. Now I'm working with clients, gardening and cleaning, so I'm a little bit more physical, not so much in sports. Okay. Let's keep on going so that this doesn't last 12,000 years. Although it could be kind of cool, but I don't know if you want to watch me that long. Okay, here we go. Hey, where's my preset? Here it is. I don't like changing the numbers on the preset. Here goes. You ready? Oh. 24.5, I think. Yeah. Numbers upside down are kind of strange. My BMI is at 25, which is just drives me nuts. We see my percentage last time was 23.3, so it's 1% of body fat per month. That could be me, but it could also be the baby, because at this point she is about 15 inches long, 2.5 pounds, give or take. And she was all skeletal and organs and stuff, but there was no body fat. The next 2 months is basically she's just building up muscle and body fat to be able to survive in our lives. So it could be hers, it could be mine. Look at my butt, is mine. But the rest is doing fine. So let's write this down. BMI. See, my BMI only went up 0.5 point, but that's because it's 4 pounds. Okay. Busy week, busy 2 weeks, closing gardens. So we were gonna make a video about training. We're like overwhelmed. I've been doing so many hours. I gotta catch up on my sleep, and it's like, oh, today I have 6 clients. Luckily it's raining, so no gardens. And Mummy to be helped me do a garden. That's a big garden, and we actually closed it yesterday, and it's supposed to snow this weekend. Yeah, okay, so it was 22 Celsius on Monday. It's gonna snow on the weekend, and next week they're calling for 17, 18 most of the week. So maybe that's gonna be your Indian summer, and then, well, Halloween. So after Halloween doesn't matter. Before Halloween sucks. Okay, here goes. Well, they're higher than they were 2 seconds ago. 30, almost 9, so I did put a little bit of boob. I do know that the milk glands are pushing because they're definitely harder and lumpier. Let's write that down. Waist, wherever that is, really, I don't know anymore. Sorry, I gotta come up because I can't see myself on the camera the way I have it propped up. I can't see. I can't see. Well, if I take it, because usually it's the last rib. The last rib is there. Just because my belly button seems to be changing spots. Okay, so if I suck it in, ooh, I almost have a 6-pack. If I suck it in, I'm at 33 like I was last month. If I breathe, I'm at 34. Actually, see, it hasn't moved because I was at 34 last time. The doctor did say last week that he thought I was really small. And he said, you're going to have a small baby. But last ultrasound we had, the baby was a big baby. So I don't think it's losing any weight. No. Great. Let me just click on that. Oh. That was grandma, but if I answer, then this video will be 4,000 minutes. Okay, so I was talking about my waist and stuff. I don't think so. The only difference might be my babies were big. William was 9 pounds 3 ounces. Matthew was 8'3", and Amanda was 7'14". So they were big children. This is not my egg, and it's not the daddy that I've had fun with. So basically, we go from a father that's 6'1" and a father that's 5'9", 5'10", and a mother that's 5'9", to a father that's 5'6", 5'7", and the egg we're assuming is about the same, 5'5", 5'6", okay? So obviously, we're not expecting the same size baby to come out of me. If she does, maybe with my good hormones. Although I'm sure she's going to take up some of my generous behavioral patterns. Hips 42, so it stayed the same. So where's the 4 pounds? Beats me. Boobs, like so. That would be nice, but really, they don't look much bigger, to tell you the truth. I suppose milk is probably heavier than fat. Okay, thighs. Better do the right side of the tape. This is giving me like 43. Woo! 23 3/4. Huh? Same thing. Forget because I did the left leg first. Actually, I believe I lost weight because I'm at 23 3/4 and it was at 24. So, okay. I did walk more, we did garden, I did rake leaves, I did a lot of stuff. And although it was Thanksgiving and I did eat apple pie, and I ate apple crisp this week, and I eat, you know, buns and stuff that I would never eat in normal life because it sticks right to my butt. And it obviously has since the beginning of the pregnancy. I've been a little bit more active than in the first 4 months of my pregnancy, so I think it's regulating. My muscle tone's still quite good. And in the video yesterday, I actually managed to do like 8 or 9 full sit-ups, like full, like laying flat like a board and coming back up. But I have a separation of the abs going on pretty deep. It looks really gross. That's how we make cone hens. Okay, so we're not going to be doing that anymore. Video should be coming. I think I'm going to be done my gardens next week. Amanda should be done maybe a week or 2 after because they have a lot more gardens to work at. And with the Indian summer, I believe that is coming next week. They're going to be busy. But we should have a video out for Halloween. I keep saying, I keep pushing it, but you know what? The bigger I am, the better examples I can give for you. I definitely know that there's some things that I'm not doing anymore, but now there are things that I can do more of. So it's kind of interesting and it's kind of fun. I know some exercise that I'm completely comfortable with, and those exercises are definitely going to be on the video. Some of them are more stretching to keep flexibility, like for example, twisting. I mean, if you can't twist, I'm going to drop this. If you can't twist, and I can still do pretty goddamn good, all these muscles, they're not working. These guys, these are push that puppy out. Okay, oh, side view. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, it makes me laugh. And she don't move much, so she's not picky or anything, but you know, like, if I could keep this size for the next 2 months, I'd be like, woo! No stretch marks so far. A little bit more hair. No dark lines so far as I can tell. Skin tone's pretty good. I guess the hormones are running well. So, hopefully, the video doesn't come out in the same time as my next video of pregnancy, because then I'll be humongous. And because there's only like 11 weeks to go. So, yeah. Some people have asked me if they could send stuff, and I kind of feel weird about it because it's not my child. You could if you want to, you know, but it's not a necessity. And if you choose that you really feel like you want to encourage me or encourage the mom or the dad or whatsoever, you can just write me, send me a personal email at Physikinaction@gmail.com, and I'll give you my address. But like I said, it's only because a few people asked, and I figured I'll throw it out there. Okay? So until probably 2 weeks from now, ta-ta, or else it'll be definitely a month and both videos will come out pretty much the same week. So, love you.